Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Guardian's Everyman crossword, and this is being published on Sunday the 2nd of February 2025. As ever, I will be publishing it a week later because the click and reveal buttons aren't available on the day. I had a little struggle last week. Most of it went in within 28 minutes and then couldn't get the last answer, so I've just re-recorded an add-on to that video if you didn't see what that answer was. Hoping for a quicker one this week because I felt like it was a lot of it went in easily and then just a bit of struggle at the end. But not too much, so really I'm going to just crack on. So, a plum or a kind of trick? Confidence, I would think. 4, oh gosh, whichever way you look at it. So 4 is fright being topless, a mistake. Error, error and terror. So where's that going? Error goes in there. What's this again? 4 error, whichever way you look at it. So that's I assume that's a boob. Let's look at it down. Where you might get a flat top. Barber shop, barber's hop. Hopefully not from the tenor. Okay, I think that's the barbershop quartet. Barbers. Crossword setters into dictionary mate. The kind of complex. That's something to do with Oedipal complex. And why would that be? Mate is a pal, OED, and I for setter. Yeah, okay. This one, prune extract. Extract, clip, crop. Clip or crop, I think. I don't know quite which one. Cutter between Channel Islands. Losing direction, distressed. Cutter, clip, chop. Even that could be chop. Extract, clip. Clip, I think that is. Cutter between. Oh, it's the incisor, isn't it? I think. Channel Islands CI. Between losing direction, in saw. Losing direction, distressed is saw without an E on it, I think. Between in channel islands, between channel islands, I think. Yeah. Heavily armed and dim peacekeepers flipping, so NU. Heavily armed is nuclear. Dim. Peacekeepers UN. Is it nuclear or is it everything flipping? In which case, don't know. Let's have a look at this. At home is Mark. In. Mark supposing that every man is able to take time to be petty. Mark supposing that every man is able. I mean, in stain. Don't think it's that. Let's go into here. Look at chair upholstered with lame fabric. So chair reupholstered. Looks like it has to be an anagram, doesn't it? Not sure what that goes to. Bullfighter. Damon shown exit. We hear Damon Hill. Well, it's Toreador, isn't it? A bullfighter. No, it isn't Toreador. To Damon. Damon, who's Damon? That's the door. Is an exit. Alban, Toreador, Toreador, Tordor, Toreador. I don't know who Damon is in this case. They go up and down in tailspin, storm raging. They go up and down elevators in tailspin. Looks like it might want to be a hidden word. It's a good hidden word if it is. Spin, storm, rag. Okay, that's some kind of pie, isn't it? Poe. Displaced American writer. Paella groaned. Edgar Allan Poe. Which is double L, I think. Edgar Allan Poe. There he is. Runners, trainers. Runners, trainers, joggers. Trainers. Coaches. Jury's findings after courts thrown out Italian scorer. Jester. Italian scorer thrown out Italian. Jury's findings are the verdict. Verdi. Is that Italian scorer? Verdi? Yep. That looks like it's nuclear, but I don't know why it's dim. Clear. Can come back to that, but I think it is. Somewhat extrovert, he topes too much. That's a hidden word. No, not hidden word. Trove over over. What is it? Over something. Over the tops. Over the top. Now, over the top. Okay. Excess denim rare fancy. Must be an anagram, mustn't it? Denim rare, which is excess. I'll wait until I've got some more letters, I think. Part of caterpillar, going slowly. Going slowly is it's musical notation, I assume. Something like lento, but why would that be part of largo? There is. It's a hidden word again. Per spooner. Oh no. The time for gardening had come. No one told me. Don't care. To begin with, okay, so this is saying thoroughbred turned, went at moderate pace. To begin with, thoroughbred turned, went at moderate pace. Sorry. And mix using seeds to augment relish. That's probably close. So we got mustard. Change hearts of greedier visitors. Change hearts of greedier visitors is what was it? Ed, and then visitors middle edit. Now change edit. This is basic facts. A little conflicts have arisen. So raw data, I suppose. A tad. Yep, good old tad. Buff and shine statue most vigorously. Polish. Rub. Shine statue mostly vigorously. Cool. Buff and shine statue is not sure. Let's have a look at this. Confines swans. Pens. Okay, just the name of male, are they? I don't know. Butcher's second wife. Unhappy. Butcher's hook. Look. Second wife. Unhappy. Can't be SW, can it? Butcher's second. Could be you. I think it's probably not that complicated. Let's look at some more downs. Basic conflicts. Vavavoom or emphatically minimal speed. Just looking at that M, seeing if there's a oomph. Yeah, 0 miles an hour. There's another O in there, something. I'm not quite sure. I'll come back to that later. Buff and shine statue. I feel like that's an anagram. Buff and shine. Buff, shine, statue is too many letters though. Oh, maybe it's an anagram of shine statue without the E on the end. Let's go there. Which is statue. Mostly and then vigorously would be enthusiast. It's a buff, yeah, buff is an enthusiast. That is why I don't do the anagrammy thing on this, because it resets my screen. Resets the screen. I have to scroll around a bit again. Not that it's a big disaster, but someone look at this one. Chair. I can know what that'd be. Chaise long. Lamy fabric. It's just chair and lame, isn't it? I think. Which I don't know what it's going to be. Chair lame. Gosh. Charm. Cream. Creel. Fabric. Keel. Chine. Must say that fabrics aren't one of those. One of my strengths on general knowledge. Yeah, but we may come to that later. This one. Is it just a anagram of... It's matador, isn't it? Matador's a torrid, not torrid, or matador. Oh, that must be camel hair in that case. Suddenly it's become a... with that M it's suddenly become obvious. Runners, trainers. Oh gosh. It's just... runners are... Trainers are... I can't think what they are. This is leg up and down. In tailspin storm raging, so that's just an anagram of tailspin, I think. Tailspin storm, I think. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. Tailspin, storm. Yeah, that's the right letters. They go up and down. Blah. Transport, trans. S's. There's an S there. Train. Blah. Going to come back to that as well. What's this? At home is in. Mark, supposing that every man is able to take time to be petty, is in. So what's petty? In. This one, excess denim rare. Okay, so that was an anagram, wasn't it? Denim rare. Excess is remainder. That's something about second wife, wasn't it? Butchers, meat, butcher's hook, look. Second wife, unhappy. I looked at 15. No. Badly bred, dined, staying in PJs. Okay, badly bred, dined. I mean, bedridden. Okay, that might help on the trainers. I'm still avoiding this spoonerism at the moment. Runners. Trainers. Trainers can be somewhat like a coach. Runners could be something to do with stairs. Bear, ball. Okay, well, up to this point it's gone quite well. I'm going to have to try and still desperately avoiding the spoonerism at this point. To begin with is thoroughbred T turned went, twent, moderate pace. To begin with, I've got an I in there, I've got an O. Per spooner, the time for gardening had come, no one told me. Something to know. How was I to know? How was I to know? Something about hose, isn't it? How was I to know? How was I to know? I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't look good though. Butchers. Second wife. Unhappy. How was I to know? Have I got that the wrong way around? How was I to know? It's time to hoe. Now it's time to hoe. How was I to know? Now it's time to hoe. Which then rhymes with Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, let's have another look at this one. They go up and down. Tailspin raging. Tailspin storm, sorry. Raging being the anagram thingy. That's a trampolinist. Brilliant. Trampolinists. What is that? Gosh, Brampley. Pumps. Trainers. Beer, bore, runners. Bean poles. Runners, trainers. Okay, that's a bit. Yeah, because it had a question mark. It wasn't a double definition, was it? It was a bean pole. You train your runner beans to climb up that, don't you? Yeah, of course. At home mark is insignificant. Looks like it'll fit in there. Mark. What's that? Mark is. Let's put it in and then see if we can figure out the wordplay in a minute. Insignificant. Petty is insignificant, definitely. That'd be a TD, I suppose. Tainted. Moderate pace. What is that insignificant? At home is in. Sign is a mark, I suppose. Supposing that is if I is able to take to I can T for time. Gosh, What's it? Oh, still got that. I think that must be nuclear, mustn't it? Heavily armed is nuclear. Dim, which would be RAA. Peacekeepers. But flipping. I'm going with nuclear. I don't quite. I may have to think about that a bit longer. What's this then? Last couple. Excuse my scrolling badly. To begin with, thoroughbred went at moderate pace. Thoroughbred is a stud, isn't it? Is it a stud? No. And this one, butchers. There's not many words that go in there. Mow. Just check that's remainder. Remainder, yeah. Which is excess remainder. Unhappy. Mow. Oh, is that Mow Butcher? Is that someone's second wife? Oh, Mow is a second moment. Wife is W. Mow. Butchers mow down. Okay, down is unhappy, yep. And what's this then? Oh, golly. To begin with, thoroughbred. Just check I'm still on screen. I'm sure I am. By a long way. To begin with, thoroughbred went at moderate pace. What's this? There's not many things go trotted, I suppose. Trotted, yeah. I've got to think about why that is. I think that's all the answers. So let's go through, see what I can figure out. Well, aplomb, I guess, must be confidence. Fair enough. And you get a confidence trick, so that's a kind of trick. Fair enough. 4 relates to the clue, which is an error. So an error, whichever way you look at it, could be a boob, because it goes forwards and backwards, reads forward and backward. A cutter, so one of your teeth is an incisor. Between channel islands, so it's in the CI. And then losing the direction, distressed. I think distressed is sore without the E, S-O-R-E. So take out E for east. I think that's the breakdown on that one. Okay, bullfighter is a matador, and then we've got Matt Damon showing the exit. So Matt Tudor is the sound like Matador. Okay, Paella groaned. I'm taking to be an anagram of Edgar Allan Poe. Displaced as your anagram indicator, and obviously Edgar Allan Poe was an American writer. I may have got his middle name wrong, but I'm pretty certain that's what it is, and I'm not going to check off all the letters of the anagram. Verdi is an Italian scorer, so he scored music, and he's obviously Italian. Jury's finding is a verdict, and then take off the CT. Court's thrown out, so take off CD gets you from verdict to Verdi. Okay, this isn't a double. I looked at this and thought this was a double definition, but the question mark on the end suggests it isn't. It's just literally bean poles. If you've got runner beans, you put up bean poles to train them to climb. It's that simple. Excess is a remainder, which is an anagram of denim rare, and the anagram indicator is fancy. Part of is saying there's a hidden word in caterpillar going, which is largo. Slowly is musical notation for largo is musical notation for slowly. So we've got a spoonerism here. So the time for gardening is now it's time to hoe, or something. Now it's time to hoe. And then the spoonerism, that is, how was I to know? Something like that. Something to do with hoeing, and now it's time to hoe. To begin with, thoroughbred T turned rotted. Just rotted is turned, isn't it? And if you went at a modern pace, you trotted, on a horse especially. We've got the trademark primarily clue here from Everyman. So primarily saying take the it's an acrostic of these words, and that gives you mustard. So this is a double definition. So pens is a word that means to confine. You confine things into a pen. And swans, I think pens are the I think they're the male, or are they the female? Compson pens. Not sure. Anyway, swans are pens. Buff. So a film buff is someone who's enthusiastic about films. So enthusiastic is a buff, and that's an anagram of shine statue. But mostly tells you take off the E of statue and then vigorously anagram is the anagram indicator. This is double definition, so if you prune something you clip it, and an extract is a clip. Heavily armed I'm taking to be nuclear. Now, and dim, UN peacekeepers flipped is UN. Rael, dim should be part of that flipping as well to get to peacekeepers, unless I can't quite see what's going on there. I'm not going to waste a lot. I'm going to pause the video and have a think about that. Hang on. I've had a little stare at that clue for a couple of minutes and I just can't see what's going on. I would assume that heavily armed is nuclear, and peacekeepers flipping, well, the peacekeepers normally relates to the United Nations, the UN peacekeepers, so that would flip at the top, but clear for dim doesn't really seem correct to me, but I don't know. Okay, well, this is a good one. This is a good bit of thing to work out. So we've got at home is in, mark is a sign, I suppose, and supposing that is if everyman, so this is the trademark everyman clue, everyman is I, and is able to is can, and T for time, makes insignificant, which is petty. Fright being topless, so terror becomes error, error is a mistake. Chair reupholstered with lame, so we've got an anagram of chair and lame. Reupholstered is your anagram indicator, and camel hair is your fabric. Crossword setters into, so crossword setter is I, going into the dictionary is OED, the Oxford English Dictionary, I, and then your mate is your pal. So, and the Oedipal complex, or Oedipal complex, not quite sure how to say it, it's to do with Oedipus and fancying your mother. Where you might get a flat top, so you might get, so this is a surface of this clue is kind of related to music, and you get barbershop quartets. Barbershop, so you might get a flat top, which is a type of haircut, from a barbershop, and hopefully not from the tenor. I think it's just a cryptic clue, to hint about barbershop quartets, because flat top would suggest it's a bad note from the barbershop quartet. I think that's how that clue is, just a cryptic one to get to barbershop. They go up and down, trampolinists. Trampolinists do indeed go up and down. And tailspin storm is a anagram of trampolinists. Raging is your anagram indicator. Somewhat is telling you there's a hidden word coming up in extrovert he-topes, and that hidden word, or hidden triple word shall I say, begins in extrovert and is over the top, and too much is over the top. Badly bred dined, so badly is an anagram indicator for bread dined, which is an anagram of bedridden, and if you're staying in your PJs, your pyjamas, then you could be bedridden. Butchers in this case, so butchers, think of a massacre, massacre a group of people, you butcher them, you mow them down. And second is a mow for moment, so wait a second, mow. Wife is W, unhappy is down, I feel down today. Basic facts is raw data, and a little conflict, so a tad, a little, and then conflict is a war going upwards, risen. Vavavoom, or is oomph, or emphatically minimal speed. I think emphatically, I think emphatically is telling us to put double O on the front. It's definitely not. It's something to do with 0 miles an hour. I think emphatically is saying it's 0 miles an hour. I'm not quite sure if there's a way to get the first O there from or emphatically, but I think that's how it breaks down. And then change is an edit, and the hearts of greedier. So the middle two letters of greedier are ED, and the middle two letters of Vista are IT. So there you go. There's this week's Everyman. nice little puzzle there. I think it took me about 15, 16 minutes, so quite happy with that really. So thanks for watching.